Scott Hall, now joined by Marshall Jr. Hayden Ellis. And Hayden, you are from Asheville, Ohio.
Yep.
So now for most people when they hear Asheville, they're obviously going to think Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Or they're going to think you're just not pronouncing the N and you're from Tennessee.
Yeah.
But so for people not quite familiar with it, let them know about where your hometown is and then a little bit about your hometown.
My hometown is just like 30 miles south of Columbus, so it's really small. It maybe has 2 stoplights, I think, in it. Surrounded by cornfields, kind of just your usual little tiny country town.
All right. So now, how old were you when you started playing?
I was like 7 or 8 when I started playing, and when I started playing competitively, it was when I was 9 years old.
Okay. And what made you choose Marshall?
I chose Marshall because of the community and the people that you're surrounded by constantly, and just that kind of like family feeling that you get when you're down here.
Okay. All right. So now for the important questions.
Okay.
Ready for those?
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is probably The Sandlot or Remember the Titans.
I like Sandlot. Good choice. Favorite show?
My favorite show, I think, is Scandal. I finished like the whole series on Netflix in like a week and a half or something crazy like that.
How many episodes are there?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. If you could be any fictional character from a movie, show, or book, who would you be and why?
If I could be any fictional character, I would probably choose Belle because Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite like princess movies. So I would definitely be Belle.
We did have Cinderella as an answer once before. Do you have any game day superstitions?
Oh, I have a ton of superstitions. I always have to put my left sock on before my right sock. I always have to put my right shoe on before my left shoe.
Okay. So it's kind of like once you stay on that side, you got to stay on that side. Okay.
And this is kind of weird too, but like I always have to put on all of like the bottom half stuff, so like my socks, my pants, my unders. I have to put all of that on first, and then I put like my jersey and stuff like that on.
Okay.
And I definitely put like my bracelets on in a certain order, and my hair always has to be like, if someone asks me to do their hair, I have to do theirs first before I get mine done.
Okay. All right. Any more?
I have tons, but we'd take it all day.
Okay. Is there any one song you feel like you have to hear before a game?
I don't really have to hear any song. I kind of just like zone out before games and don't really pay attention to like what's playing. But I know one song that I always like listen to or pay the most attention to is Bust a Move, because I always try to find Abby Estrada and we like kind of do a little thing and like rap it or whatever. So
she's always definitely busting a move.
Yeah, for sure.
With just about anything that gets played. So now, what is one thing you could not live without?
Probably cookies.
Cookies.
I love cookies.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. There's been a few food answers. There was one that Armani just said food. Couldn't live without food.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What is your most embarrassing moment on the field?
My most embarrassing moment was probably, I have 2 actually that are pretty close. So my freshman year, our first fall practice, just got new cleats, like everything was new. We were running in the outfield during our warm up, and I definitely got sniped. And I fell in front of everyone, like hardly really knew anybody. It was first practice, so that was really embarrassing. And then
there's a lot of snipe issues on the team.
We have a lot of those. We still haven't found them yet, though. The second one is probably it was against Middle Tennessee State, and I was batting, and I thought I walked, and it was definitely 3-2. And I ran all the way to first base, and I like gave Coach Fern a high five and was like, yeah, like all pumped, and yeah, I was still my bat. So
I remember that.
that was really embarrassing.
So there you go, Hayden Ellis, 2018 Marshall Jr. You'll see her on the field this season.